Well, the Minister for Science and Technology, Azam Sawati, did appear before the Supreme Court today and has claimed that the Secretary for Ministry of Religious Affairs had told him that the Minister for Religious Affairs, Hamid Saeed Kazmi, is involved in the entire Hajj corruption episode. He's saying that he has appointed people out of turn, people who had been facing corruption charges. They were appointed by Mr. Hamid Saeed Kazmi, and the record of the entire case is reflective of that. He's saying that Ahmed Faiz, another character in this entire case, who was appointed as the building supervisor and was tasked with hiring buildings, was conniving with DG Hajj, Mr. Rao Shakil, and both of them were appointed by the minister. This is what Mr. Sawati is saying. The Secretary for Religious Affairs, he has said that Mr. Azam Sawati's involvement is there in corruption. This is what Azam Sawati is claiming, that the Secretary Religious Affairs involves the minister as well. Let me also tell you that Justice Khalilur Rahman Ramde has observed that it is a common practice that the government of Pakistan enters into contract with middlemen who play a role of getting a building on rent from a person who holds the possession of the building there, and then gives it to the government of Pakistan and thus saves commission on this process. Just as Ramde observes, while the government of Pakistan enters into an agreement with this middleman, it should check the credentials of that man and see if he is actually in possession of the building or not. But in these cases, they are not in possession of the buildings, and money is minted and made on such deals. To this, Sahibzada Imran Shah, who is a PML MNA and a member of the Parliamentary Committee on Religious Affairs, states that Farooq, a man who had the building there in Jeddah, told him that he had given 1.3 million real check to Mr. Ahmed Faiz, who is working as a frontman. Justice Ramde observed that the buildings are often taken on higher rent and then given to the government of Pakistan. The Chief Justice had an interesting observation to make on this. The Chief Justice said that the Secretary was signing these agreements without checking the credentials. The Secretary had nothing to say to the Chief Justice's observations except to shake his head in compliance that he did sign those agreements. Justice Ramde has observed that 1,000 riyals which were taken from every pilgrim and was accommodated on a mountain where there were no facilities for spending nights there, for using washrooms, no food, nothing was given to these Hajis, and this money should go back to every Haji. Justice Ramde observed, if they were to sue the government of Pakistan, he's talking about the pilgrims, if they were to sue the government of Pakistan would end up paying millions of rupees to these Hajis for they were maltreated there despite the fact that they had paid money. The Justice Ramde is also saying that muallims of maktabs there, people who had buildings there, they were accommodating 30 to 35 people in a place which catered to 20 Hajis or pilgrims alone. He said they were cattled inside those tents, and they had been minting money, making money through this process. Yes.
Faisal, what can you tell us about Sawati's demand for the Religious Affairs Minister's resignation and vice versa?
Well, since he was saying that he is involved in corruption, he should be made to resign. At this, Sardar Latif Khosa rose, who is counsel for Hamid Saeed Kazmi, and said instead Mr. Sawati should resign before raising a finger on his fellow cabinet member. At this, Justice Ramde observed that it is strange that a person who faces allegations is sitting inside the cabinet, and a minister who is bringing evidence against that minister is being asked to resign. So it does not really gel. This is what Justice Ramde had said inside the courtroom. Yes.
Thank you so much, Faisal. That was Faisal Shakil, our correspondent from Islamabad, giving us all the details about the case that is ongoing regarding the Hajj.